What a great day it is to celebrate young professionals making their mark on the greater Akron community. We're continuing our celebration of the 30 for the Future Awards, a program of the Greater Akron Chamber. I'm Tyron, your host again, and we'll be guiding you in today's journey to learn about 6 of this year's recipients. 30 for the Future recognizes young professionals who have made an impact on our region through leadership and community service. Something to consider is that none of the recipients do what they do in pursuit of recognition. They do it because it's in their DNA. Whether inspired by their parents or a key mentor or a coworker, somewhere along the line, they understood you could do more than just what is in your own self-interest. Our recipients are much like the Greater Akron Chamber in that respect. The Chamber consistently drives ideas and decision-making to further Greater Akron's economic success from the perspective of business and employer community. As COVID-19 has affected many aspects of life this year, our 30 for the Future celebration was not immune. While we aren't able to celebrate all together in person, we are still wanting to recognize and celebrate this year's recipients through a week-long celebration of videos. Now, please note, as you watch the videos, you might not see masks during the interview, but rest assured, proper social distancing was followed to ensure everyone's safety. This celebration wouldn't be possible without the dedication and support of our community and sponsors. I'd like to thank our sponsors. First, our presenting sponsors, Huntington and Retzel, and our supporting sponsor, United Way of Summit and Medina. I would also like to thank today's location, Stan Hywet, the former home of F.A. Cyberling, founder of Goodyear. F.A. Cyberling focused on many projects throughout his lifetime that directly impacted the lives of Goodyear employees and thereby ensured the success and future of the Greater Akron community. Surrounded by the beautiful garden of Stan Hywet, we asked today's recipients what is their favorite flower. The responses ranged from a rose to lilacs because of the beautiful smell, to orchids, to yellow roses, to colorful ones, to things that are hard to kill. Now, my favorite flower is gladiolus, which I'm taking a picture of now, and I'm going to post this picture on social media using hashtag 30FTF. Now, why don't you be sure to comment or take a picture or post or something with your favorite flower. Use the hashtag so we can all see it together. Today's interviews were led by Brian Moore from Retzel and Vivian Harrison from Huntington. Without further ado, let's hear from Brian, Ebony, Tessa, Andrew, Maureen, and Brianna.
Hi everyone, welcome to Stan Hywet. I'm Sean Joyce, President and Executive Director of Stan Hall and Gardens. And I'm so excited to share Stan Hywet with all of you, and especially our 30 for the Future recipients. Being a former alumni of that award myself, I really appreciate what the Chamber does to recognize these individuals. Important here in Akron, and it's good to see that we have more and more people willing to take that lead. So I invite you to come out and visit us here at Stan Hywet Hall and Gardens. The gardens are beautiful, the house is in top shape, and we've got some amazing exhibits this year. So please come out and see the beautiful gardens in the amazing state. Well, as long as Steve doesn't finish chopping them all up.
Good morning, Ebony.
Good morning.
Welcome. It is good to be here with you. Here we are at beautiful Stan Hywet. Wonderful setting. So how about we start with something easy?
Okay.
What is your favorite flower?
I don't have a favorite flower. However, I do like yellow roses.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I'm going to ask you to think back
Okay.
just a little bit. What
Okay.
did you want to be when you were 12?
Oh my gosh, a preacher.
Ah,
I know. An
fantastic.
architect,
Okay.
but preacher is the one that stands out the most.
Okay, fantastic. I'm a preacher's kid. So
Okay.
what do you want the legacy of Ebony Bond to be?
I would hope that my legacy is that I could put aside my own ego and really focus on serving others. Because above all, like, I think that's, if I could live more in that purpose, I would want that to be my legacy, and that other people felt like they had the right to live out their purpose.
What is the greatest gift that you've ever been given?
So I think I have two answers. My mother got me a brand new car when I was 16. So that's probably like
Not
the
too
best.
shabby.
Yeah, not too shabby. And then I think the gifts that, kind of are invaluable and that they didn't realize that they were giving me is kind of being encouraging. I think that's the best gift that I received, is when people can point you to believe in yourself. That's the best gift that I've ever received.
So when you think of the future of Akron, the future of this world, or just your future in general, what excites you?
I think just belief in people that they will, push the envelope forward. I would hope that more people would realize their strengths and use them in service of, humanity and Mother Earth.
Brian Lapola, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Glad to see you. I have a lot of questions for you that for this video, so let's start right out. The first one is, what is your favorite flower?
I think a rose would be my favorite.
So what's your favorite outdoor activity?
Anything that involves my two young boys, soccer, basketball, baseball, anything that can be done outside.
What have you learned about yourself in the past 9 months?
In the past 9 months, adaptability, resilience, operating off of a slightly different model than we've had in the past.
That's a big club that you're in then.
Yep.
What's the favorite aspect of your job?
Favorite aspect is to really provide the resources to our community that our pediatric population is looking for, especially close to home, so that our children can get back to being kids. Even though that they need care in between, we can provide it close to where they live.
Tell me if you have any ideas of how we can keep good talent in Akron.
I think we have to recruit, provide good opportunities, and get the right young leaders engaged in bringing good talent to Akron, or maintaining the talent that grows up in Akron, so that we can provide the best opportunities and encourage the furtherment of the organizations that are here.
So looking forward into the future, what are you most excited for?
I think I'm most excited about the opportunities to engage those that are focused on the environment, those that are focused on equity and bringing up and building up the populations in our communities. I think Akron is a scaled community that we can really make a difference very quickly, and be a model for the rest of the country.
Thanks, Brian. That's a great observation, and one I think many of us share.
Hi, I'm Vivian Hairston, Senior Portfolio Manager with Huntington Private Bank. Today, I'd like to congratulate all of the 30 for the Future winners. Huntington is proud to be a sponsor. We congratulate especially Andrew Rothermel, who's a member of our team. We are excited to be here and appreciate the opportunity to sponsor this event.
So Tessa, nice to meet you first off. We're in this beautiful location at Stan Hywet in this garden. So my opening question is, what is your favorite flower?
I am going to say that my favorite flower is a lilac. Not only is it a beautiful color, kind of a unique color, the smell reminds me of my childhood. We had a hedge of lilacs growing up, and I used to cut them for my teachers and take them into school. So very fragrant, very beautiful, and a fond childhood memory for me.
Tell me about something that you think is significant in a way that you can impact the greater Akron area.
I think advocacy is a big part of what I do and what I can do. Working in the realm of adult education, we work with somewhat of an unspoken population. People like to think that everyone completed high school or earned a high school credential, but advocating for advocating for the underserved is something that I think any capacity anybody can do, and I enjoy doing that.
So we're walking through the gardens here at Stan Hywet, and all of a sudden there's a genie's lamp. You happen to pick it up before me. A genie pops out. What are your 3 wishes?
I think my number one wish would be that human beings, or even all living creatures, could have some sort of deep divine empathy, that you really could understand what each other being is experiencing, because I think that's what's missing. So that would be wish number 1. Wish number 2 would be to give everybody else a wish. And then wish number 3, I think I would like to have the physical capability to do whatever I want. Like, I want to be able to leap and do backflips, and the first couple wishes I think will serve the greater good. That last wish is for me, and I want to be able to run up that wall and do a backflip.
I can't believe that we are lucky enough to have the beautiful Stan Hywet in our own backyard. I also can't believe that we are lucky enough to have these talented young professionals in our region, and we're only halfway done. Let's learn more about the remainder of today's recipients.
Welcome, Andrew. I'll start out with, we're here, it's beautiful, we're outside. What is your favorite outdoor activity?
That's a pretty easy question
Oh, good.
for me. I think my favorite outdoor activity has become playing sand volleyball, which, funny enough, I had almost zero experience with up until about 4 or 5 years ago, when myself and another Akronite started an organization that runs adult intramural sports leagues downtown, and we play volleyball a couple nights a week. And I've gone from non-competitive to actually being able to compete, we'll put it that way.
Are you originally from Akron?
I am West Akron native, grew up not too far away from here actually, so I have memories of walking to different events at Stan Hywet my entire life, I guess.
Wonderful. So why'd you choose to stay here?
I chose Akron because it's a place where you can make a difference, and it feels like everybody's 1 or 2 degrees of separation, and everybody's always willing to lend a hand to each other. And I think that personal connection and genuine, authentic willingness to help others out kind of feels like less of a rat race than some of those bigger cities.
Okay, so if you think back a little, maybe not far back, maybe even more recently, what is the best gift you've ever received?
I think the intangible gifts, like, really the relationships and friendships that I've gotten, especially through, again, that volleyball and kind of social organization that we created, that's invaluable. I've met people, again, who have come to Akron or went to school here and decided to stay from everywhere from, New York to Portland, Oregon. And those relationships are some of the people that are closest to me right now.
Hi, I'm Brian Moore. I'm the partner in charge of the Akron office of Retzel and Andrus. I want to first congratulate all the 30 for the Future recipients. They're a great bunch, and I look forward to all the things they're going to do. Young leaders are very, very important in Akron. Some examples from the past include the founding of the Torchbearers and the founding of the Akron Children's Museum. These were young leaders who stepped up and found ways to contribute to our community. I so look forward to seeing what this current group will do for us as they age and become better able to do more, and they've already got a great start. We are a law firm, yes, but we also believe it is incredibly important to be a great community citizen. Every day, we encourage our young lawyers to get involved, meet other young leaders, and bring our community forward. Thank you very much for your time. And again, congratulations to the 30 for the Future. Maureen, it's great to be with you here at Stan Hywet. What's your favorite outdoor activity?
I really like the metro parks. I have a dog and he likes to go for walks, so we like to go to the one off of Sand Run. It wears him out, it wears me out, so everyone wins.
So you're progressing in your career. So far, what's the best business advice you've received?
I think it's probably to kind of own up and learn from your mistakes. You know, obviously we're all human, we're all going to make mistakes, but it's what you do with those that kind of is key in your career.
So, speaking of now, you and I just met. What should I remember about you? What would you want me to remember?
Like a fun fact?
Yeah, anything.
Well, a fun fact about me is I accidentally walked on a movie set once. I was in New York for my cousin's bachelorette party, and you know, we were not inconspicuous. She was wearing a tiara and a veil, and we all had matching shirts and like feather boas, so we didn't exactly blend. But we saw these barriers and we're like, oh, we're gonna be typical New Yorkers. We're just gonna walk around these. And then as we got closer, we saw like catering tables and we're like, that's weird. And then we looked up and we saw Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith like far away on a bench. And that's when security realized we were there and escorted us off.
Oh yeah, you're 30 for the future. So you've done a lot to this point, but we're looking forward now. What are you excited for about the future?
I guess I just hope to continue to progress professionally, and I want to be able to give back to the community. I was really fortunate. I came to the University of Akron. I got an excellent education that connected me with BCG, which is now Sikich. So, you know, it led me to my education and my career, and I just want other kids to have that opportunity.
That's great. Maureen, it was great to meet you. I'm so proud to know you now, having first met you as a 30 for the Future. You work for a great place. I can't wait to see all the things you're going to do in our community.
Thank you.
Well, here we are at beautiful Stan Hywet.
It's amazing.
Garden. It is amazing. So, given the setting, I'll ask you, I think, an easy question. What is your favorite flower?
Oh, I am very bad at gardening. You can ask my mother. She will agree. I am a big fan of things that are hard to kill.
Something else to think about. What is your favorite outdoor activity?
Oh, I just love going for walks. I love exploring neighborhoods. I love looking at houses, especially, you know, if they're for sale. I tend to like Google them as I walk by, try to figure out, you know, what the inside looks like. Yeah, I love just casual walks, exploring, that kind of stuff, especially in neighborhoods.
So as a 30 for the Future honoree, what sage advice could you offer to other young people entering the world of business?
My best advice would just be never be afraid to reach out to people. If you want to get to know somebody, reach out. I always laugh at my current boss. I met him because I started following him on Twitter a long time ago. And then I just kind of tweeted him one day because he was talking about something. And that was probably like 9 years ago. And, you know, we formed a relationship, we formed a connection, and then became friends. And now I get to work for him every day, which is really cool. It's just important to don't be afraid. Worst they're going to say is no. Meet people. Don't be afraid to answer the phone, answer an email. You never know what could happen.
Do you have a favorite quote, like under 25 words? You know, something that just kind of rolls around in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Something profound.
The one quote I always think about, I'm a very big Kurt Vonnegut fan. I always have been. He's my favorite author. And his one quote is, I always think about the future, how wide it is, how deep it is, and how much is mine to keep.
As a former recipient myself, obviously I am biased, but I really do believe that 30 for the Future recipients set the bar higher and higher each year. We still have 2 more days to get to know the remaining 2020 recipients. Now, if you're just now tuning in, you can catch Monday and Tuesday's videos on the Chamber's YouTube channel. I encourage you to come back and join us for the rest of the week. Go to greaterakronchamber.org/connect and look under the events tab to register for the rest of the week. Hey, again, I'm Tyrod. Thanks for being here. Aren't these people great? Isn't this whole thing great? We're having so much fun. Thanks for being together apart. See you tomorrow.